will you be judged if you're selling a multi-million-dollar property? Will the lower end sellers think, oh no, I can't afford Matt, he's upper end? Conversely, will the owners of $1 million property say, I ain't going to go with that Glenn Twiddle because he's selling shit boxes down in the valley or whatever? Does that ever come as an issue that you've seen when you try that hedging the bets strategy?
In the long run, no. In the short run, you may get the specific objection occasionally. Yes. So one of the things, so my buddy Jeff Cohn runs the #1 team in the state where I'm from, Nebraska. His team sells 800 homes a year. He makes,
Wait a minute. Let's just, when you say a team, how many in the team?
They sold that last year with around 25 agents. Since then, he's doubled his agent count. So they'll sell probably close to 1,000.
Is that what we might call an EBU, a business unit, or is that a full brokerage?
No, he's not an indie. He's under just Berkshire Hathaway. So he's just a team within a brokerage.
Right. So over there, and guys, that's unfamiliar to us. You know, our teams max out with, like, Matt Steinway's probably got one of the biggest in the country, and that's 9, including admin and 2 listing and selling entities, but 7 entities to support those 2 listing and selling entities. But that's giant. Like Chris Gilmore, one of the guys you met, Chris, a buyer runner, 2 admin PAs really, and 1 kind of runaround guy. So that's normally what we would consider a team. Not what you guys describe as a team. That's 1 head guy, but say 15 agents who are full agents. Is that right?
Yeah. So it's a different, well, I don't know if it's a different model. It's just that it's more prevalent. Like teams can get really big here. 60, 100, 150 agents can still be considered a team technically.
But that's not an office. That's a team within an office.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's unfamiliar here. That doesn't happen.
Yeah. And so like with Jeff, so like specifically because his brokerage, like starting from the point when he was a successful single agent and then to a very small, like family team, like just the way that he came up in the business and where he was at geographically, they started off doing a lot of their deals in a certain area of the city, the more affluent area of the city. So he started to gain the reputation that they only sold homes in that area. So now built into their listing presentation that all of their agents take with them is a grid that shows them like all the homes they've sold all over the city and even all over the state, because that way they just annihilate that. And now they've gotten to the point where they're just omnipresent so that everybody understands. Nobody thinks of them as a west side of the city team or a sales organization. Now they're just everywhere. But yeah, there was a gap in time where they dealt with that objection for a little while until they got to the point where they were just everywhere, and that objection doesn't really exist anymore.